Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Everything coming through clear? No robot sounds, no echoes. Hello, Pamela Dean. Patricia, hello. Patricia Underwood. A few Patricias here today. Okay. Hey, Sandra. Hey, everybody. My eye keeps sticking together. Contact lens has gotten dirty. Hello. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Hey, Sherry. Hello, Kristen, my friend. Hello, Karen Klein. Hello, everybody. Hot Kansas. Dana from Kansas. I've never been through Kansas. One day. We want to, it's the bucket list, to spend at least a moment in every state. I think we're about halfway through them. Hello. Good to have y'all. Good to have you. Welcome, first timers. All right, little housekeeping today. Make sure you set your chat to everyone if you want people to see your chat and be able to engage and connect. If you set it to just panelists, I'm the only one going to see it, and I may miss it because there's often a lot of activity in this Zoom room. I want to welcome our Facebook folks. Glad to have you with us. We're going to continue on this journey of weight loss and wellness. Now, we are going to cut class short today. A couple of things, just housekeeping wise. One of the things, somebody asked me, why do I miss so many classes? I don't. I hardly ever miss class, but I guess I do them so much. When I miss one, it's like a glaring hole. But just some housekeeping. Had something hit me that I have to deal with personally, and that, it's just life. So I'm going to have to cut this session short. I will leave at 11:30. I will not be hosting our first advanced partner class today at noon, but I will be hosting one this week. I've got our partners' information, and I will be messaging out the day and the time this week. It will be this week, I promise, where we host our first advanced partner class. I'm really excited about getting our partners together in a meeting format and having a class that dives a little deeper than the beginner material, though let's not discount the beginner material. That our beginner material is most people's advanced material. I hope everybody knows that. It becomes very challenging to come up with fascinating new stuff all of the time, when really what works is repetitious teaching of our beginner program, which literally is most people's advanced program. When you get into food combining and mastering that subject matter, that's advanced. That's very advanced. So just wanted to throw that out there, 30-minute, 20-minute session now, because I keep rambling. I'm going to have to cut out at 11:30 to go handle some personal stuff. And then we will be letting you all know when our advanced partner class is coming this week. I think y'all are going to love it. There's three types of members here: free community members, lifetime members, and partners. We welcome you all. We love you all. Thank you so much, lifetime members and partners, for making Shibboleth your godchild. Sasha and I like to tease. We decided not to have children together. When we got together, we already had 5 between us. And when we got together more than 10 years ago, we decided no more children. So Shibboleth is kind of like our baby. Now we've got Henzo and Elvira, but we've got a slew of people that we feel responsible for. And I tell my members all the time that become partners, I hope you'll adopt Shibboleth as your godchild. Marcella can't hear me. Can everybody else hear me? Let's find out if this is on Marcella's end or on my end. Can y'all hear me okay? Because Marcella cannot hear. Okay, everybody can hear but Marcella. Okay, so hopefully she can get that corrected. All right, we're going to keep this going. Some recognition, and then we'll go right into Q&A because we don't have much time today. We'll go into question and answer session with the remaining amount of our time. I want to thank our new partners: Deb Hughes, Betty Purcell, Mark Bird, Vicky Cooper, Darla Bensky, and Anita Borders. Thank you so much for making Shibboleth your godchild. Mark says, I've only been a member for 8 days, but I believe in Travis's ministry to help folks who need it. I love the logic behind the program. I finally heard a video about your childhood and how you came to your roadside prayer revelation. Keep it up and don't change. I get your humor and love your passion. So thank you for that, Mark. That is our pay. That's the best currency Sasha and I ever get, is a kind comment like that. Vicki Cooper, I'm so thankful for this program. It has helped me so much and changed my life in great ways. So I would like to help out to keep the program going so that it may be a help to someone else like it has me. I know God's going to richly bless you for that intent. It says, I have my husband, son, and fiance, daughter, mother-in-law, and some friends that are doing this with me now. They have saw such a change in me and good results that they wanted to get on board. So thank you for all you do. Thank you, Vicki. Yesterday, weight loss, amazing weight loss yesterday. The family reported more than 116 pounds lost yesterday. Average per person yesterday that reported weight loss was 1.7 pounds. We had many badge earners: Laura Edie, Stephanie Willett, Tamara Howell, Sherry Smith, Melissa Honeycutt, off to a fast start, 10-pound badge. 25-pound badge, Shannon Dukes and Tricia Traylor. Good to see her name on this report. 25-pound badge earned. 100-pound badge earned. Beverly, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. You deserve to have it pronounced right. Beverly Reagan. How about a big round of applause for her? She just got her 100-pound badge. Woo! That's an awesome job. Man, that's awesome. Good stuff. And many more badges earned. How about a big round of applause for Karen Klein, who earned her hot badge. She earned her hot badge. Good stuff. All right, Sarah Jackson, 21 perfect days in a row. So proud of everyone. Let's get right into it since we've only got about 20 minutes today. Any questions for me? Weight loss, wellness, food combining, meal ideas. If you ask me about a carburetor, if you ask me about fuel injection on car, if you ask me how to change a lawnmower, worthless. But I've been doing this, fascinated with this subject matter since I was 15 years of age. And I'm now almost 52. We'll be 52 this month. And I know this stuff. I know weight loss and wellness, nutrition, sports nutrition, and I know how to apply it in the real world. Let me help you. Let me help you so that you don't have to suffer like I suffered. I want to be a help to you today. Any questions? I'll start looking at Facebook for questions, looking in the Zoom room. If you're shy and you don't want your name called out, I love calling people's name. It's the sweetest sound they'll ever hear. So it's a habit. But if you don't want your name called out, I'll do my best to remember not to call you out and keep your question anonymous. If you hit the Q&A button, you can ask your question with the Q&A button there. Hey, Janice Turner, I've seen that. Hey. Any questions? Hope everybody's had their spark today and got them some energy and some mental clarity and mental focus with a good Advocare spark today. If you're struggling with regularity, you can mix that spark up, or with your appetite, you can mix that spark up with their fiber packet, or get you some Thorn Fiber Mint and mix that in there. And those are both great to promote regularity. Catherine says, I use Fiber Mint with Spark. Does that break a fast, and should I journal that? That one's debatable. Spark by itself won't break up a fast. Adding a little fiber from Fiber Mint to it most likely is not going to break up your fast, but the verdict's not out on that like it is out on caffeine. I would suggest that if you're only doing it once a day, that you don't mark that as messing up your fast until we have more scientific evidence on what fiber does to slow down the autophagy response. So I would just say for now, with the verdict not being out, Spark with a scoop of Fiber Mint, we shouldn't count that as a fast break. Joy, I started exercising more regular since starting the HOT challenge. How do I count reps for squats or other exercises where I time it instead of doing reps? Well, you basically have to count repetitions. So squats down and up is 1 repetition. Down and up again is 2 repetitions. So I would suggest that you count them. If you just aren't going to do that and you prefer to do a Tabata time system of some type where you're just counting time, it'd be better to count reps so that you can really measure your increases over time. But what I've told people that they just don't want to have to keep up with the reps in their head. They'd rather pay attention to time, that they count 1 minute as 30 repetitions of most exercises. Don't like that. It's hard to really measure your forward progress. But if that's what you want to do, then I would just make a deal with myself to count repetitions. 1 minute of squats, 1 solid minute would be 30 repetitions. That's what I would do. I can get in about 30 repetitions without messing up my form in about 60 seconds of any activity. Thank you, Joni. I noticed there are a few different fiber mins. Which one is the most expedient? There are several pills and several powders. I only know of one, Thorn Fiber Min. I'm only aware of that one Thorn product that is a powder, and we're talking about a powder here. I'm not big on capsules for this type of thing, though I do take sometimes some psyllium husk and things like that if I feel that I'm really losing out my regularity, missing out on my regularity. But Thorn Fiber Min is the product. Are you familiar with that, or am I missing something? Maybe they've added more products to the line since I last checked, but I have an auto ship. I love Thorn Fiber Min. So I get a new canister of Thorn Fiber Min every 2 months. So let me know if I'm not answering your question appropriately. I'm just not aware of any other thing that I've been promoting. For appetite control and regularity, I promote AdvoCare's Fiber Packet. You've got more insoluble fiber in there, so I feel like it promotes a regularity better. The Thorn Fiber Min mixes with more ease. It's more palatable, and it mixes well so that I can add it to my hot chocolate. I can add it to my Spark without tasting that graininess. And it's also got pro and prebiotics. It doesn't do as good a job. Thorn Fiber Min may promote regularity as well as the fiber packet with AdvoCare, but it doesn't really promote appetite control. I use it because it mixes so well. Hope that makes sense. Can you share about the replacement for the peach shake from Chick-fil-A that you shared last night? I can. Now keep in mind, I've never had it. I've never had the, where's that from, Chick-fil-A? I've never had their peach shake. So I may be way off on, I just kind of flippantly, willy-nilly was trying to describe a void replacement for something like that. And then I began to experiment. So what I suggested was Beverly Nutrition's UMP product. That's in our store, but you can find it anywhere. Beverly, there's only a few nutrition companies. If you'd like me to talk about them today, I will. There's only a few nutrition supplement companies that I will put my stamp of approval up. I will approve products based upon their ability to help us lose weight on a supplement profile. However, I will only push or endorse brands whereby they meet certain qualifications. I have a relationship with them and know about their manufacturing facility. They're a pharmaceutical grade supplementation, just safe, effective. So I'll only talk about certain companies. Beverly is one such company. Beverly Nutrition is in the transformation business. That's an awesome product line. So I suggested the vanilla UMP. I use vanilla usually as a base. So vanilla, Beverly Ultimate Muscle Provider, vanilla flavor. And then I suggested taking a half a peach up to an entire peach and putting that in, of course, skin it, and then deseed it, and then put the peach slices in your blender with the vanilla, and then add a full scoop of Thorn Fiber Min. So now we've got our category 1 lean protein in the shake mix. We've got our category 2 fiber from the Fiber Min, and we got our category 5 fruit in the form of a half up to a full peach. Blend that well, and under 300 calories of that would be a great meal episode. Let me know if that answered it thoroughly enough. Does caffeine mess up a fast? The verdict isn't totally out. There's been a lot of science on this subject matter, and most of us conclude that caffeine is not enough to reduce the benefits of autophagy. So as far as this program goes, we do not, what was that? Burn smell come through the vents. We do not approach fasting as though caffeine disrupts a fast enough to reduce the benefits significantly. Joy, how do I count repetitions for planks? 60 seconds of a plank, we count as 30 repetitions. 30 seconds of a plank, we count as 15 repetitions. The new vitamins you're promoting, do they have vitamin D in them? They do. My desire was to come up with a super vitamin that had everything in it that I need. I make things that I want. And with supply chain issues, we lost our Zero Drag, Vitamin Plus Pro and vitamins. But so I've met with someone and I come up with a better one that they're going to be able to produce for us that has everything in it. It's a one a day. It's just adequate. We're not trying to overkill. You can take it with anything. That way I'm not worried about people overtaking something. It's a one a day, and we're going to have limited supplies of it. I think it's the best one on the market, or I wouldn't have done it. It's a one a day that has adequate amounts of everything: fruits, vegetables, probiotics, prebiotics, heart health, you name it. So, I wanted to have a super. We didn't know anything else to call it, so I just called it awesome. The Shibboleth Awesome One a Day. Stephanie says there's two different fiber mins. I'm not familiar with them. So let me go and look and see if I can pick up on what you're talking about. Now, if you want to jump in here so we don't have a delay so that we can be quick and not hold everybody up, it might be good information for everybody anyway. I see this, Thorn Fiber Min. Let's see, I'm going to look. Thorn Fiber Min, this is prebiotic powder, looks like the same thing. Thorn Fiber Min. Yeah, I don't see any other one. I just don't see it. Is it differentiated by flavor? Yeah, we don't do the pills. We don't do the Thorn Fiber pills. That's not what we're after. If you want to give them a try, they won't hurt you. You can see if they help you, but they're not going to help. They're not going to hurt you, but I'm not sure if they'll help. I don't use their capsules. I only use powder from Thorn. I love UMP mixes with the Healthwise fruit drinks. That's a good option. You're adding two proteins together. No problem there. That cancels anything out. She's still a category 1. Outstanding job. Shonda, I wish I could verbalize this without typing it, but I will. I hope it helps another person struggling. I started the 4-week class yesterday. I had a perfect day until the very end of the day. My husband had made a cake the day before. The diet devil knew exactly where to hit me. I thought I will have a tiny piece. Wrong answer for me, who had predetermined a perfect day. One tiny piece became nearly half the cake. I went to bed, and it wasn't until this morning that the diet devil hit me. Shame and worthless feeling. The Holy Spirit immediately came to my rescue, and through my devotional time, I realized again it's spiritual void. I need God's help. Travis, I'm in a healthy weight zone. It's not even about weight. It's about the spiritual warfare I struggle with. Amen. She says, if this is you, you are not alone. Awesome. We all need Jesus. Good one. Good post. Frozen peaches would work without any added sugar. Just make sure that in the ingredients list, it's peaches and water. No sugar added. A lot of frozen and canned fruit has added sugar. That's going to mess us up. So make sure if you get frozen, don't get canned. If you get frozen peaches, make sure it's just flash frozen peaches, and that's it. No added sugar. What's the difference between the Thorn and Metamucil with the psyllium husk? I use the Metamucil sugar-free every day. I'm not going to talk negative about Metamucil other than to say you get what you pay for. The sourcing of ingredients matters, and I'm not big on it. I've tried both, and I get a superior result from the Thorn Fiber Men, and their sourcing is impeccable. You get what you pay for. But hey, if it's working for you and it's sugar-free, I'm not opposed to that. Right now, we're getting ready to manufacture our first run, and we have limited resources to do. You have to buy this stuff in bulk. If they're going to give you a line in the manufacturing facility, you have to buy enough of it, and we're cash-strapped. So we're putting together our first order, and we'd like to see what kind of interest level we have. So you email us, and we put you on the list, first come, first serve. Email us at info@myshibboleth.com, Patricia, info@myshibboleth.com, and let us know you want on the awesome vitamin list. It was the hardest thing to mark holiday yesterday because I knew you'd see, but I knew I needed to confess my sins before my father and friends so it's not in the dark. By the way, I looked for a devotional on gluttony in the YouVersion app, and it's very hard to find, just like you have said. Lots on drugs, alcohol, pornography. And that's the thing. We got to lay this judgment down. One of the things I think as the household of faith that the household of faith as a whole, if we do some self-examination, Paul says that we should examine ourselves, those of us that be in the faith, we should examine ourselves before we examine others. Do y'all agree? And that's the thing. Boy, we really, as the church, we look down on drug addiction. We talk bad about those people. Drug addiction, pornography addiction, alcohol addiction. We talk so bad about those folks. We need to do some self-examination because the household of faith is the most unhealthiest segment of our population beside the homeless population. Don't know if y'all knew that, but the most unhealthy segment of the population, obesity is number one reason for unintended consequences called death of overeating. Obesity is number one in our country, the leading cause of all factors of death. I got a thing this morning, as I do every morning, I got a thing about COVID and how hard it hit the obese community is amazing. It's staggering. That disease wouldn't even have been much of an issue if folks weren't overweight. That's a fact. So we got to do some self-examination, because anytime that we are engaged in gluttony, we're putting something between us and God. And I'm going to keep preaching this, though I get a lot of angry emails about it from my brothers and sisters, frustrated with me with my approach to this. But you ought not be judging anybody caught up in what you call sin until you do some self-examination in regards to obesity. And then you still shouldn't judge. Because if it were not for the grace of God, that would be you. And if you talk bad about people, this is just an extra bonus. I could go into depth on why I believe this. If you talk bad about people that are caught up in what you call sin, it won't be long until it hits your household. Can I get an amen? Would it help to prepay for the vitamins? Once we know that they're coming and there's not going to be a delay, then yeah, we'll probably do that. But I want to make sure, because this is new to me. I haven't done this in a long time before. I'm having to handle much more. We are all going to handle much more of the process here than I've had to handle before. Years ago, I had people taking care of that. Now it's me, Sasha, and Kristen. And actually, we're really excited about what's coming. We're even thinking we're going to be able to do something very special with our own recipes after talking to the people. So we're looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. Right now, I'm just gauging interest levels, because the more I customize the product, the more I have to buy up front. the less I customize it, the less I have to buy up front because they already have a stock product. But we're just looking at we need to see that interest level like I did with the 4-week class. I needed to make sure we had interest because there's about 50 things I need to do every week for our little company. And since I can only do about 10 or 12, I have to be wise. I got to make sure I'm providing what you all want with the time that we have. 4-week class. It's going great. I hope y'all enjoyed last night. We'll be starting our second group next week too. So exciting times for Shibboleth. Thanks for caring. Yes, Charlene, I did get your email. Thank you for sending that to me. You are in line, one of the first ones. Yep, Made to Crave is a great book. I agree with that. Obesity and heart issues, both controlled with diet and exercise and vitamin D deficiency, which can also be gotten while exercising outside. Amen. Yeah, I take extra B complex. I take extra vitamin D3, and I make sure I get plenty of sun. Do I recommend probiotic pills daily? They're right for me. Now, I'll let you and your physician figure that out for you, but I love the coconut cult yogurt to get my probiotics, and I love seed.com, and then the AdvoCare Probiotic Restore is a good, more budget-friendly product than Seed. Seed.com is the best probiotics on the market, but they're pricey. Is there a partner class today? I covered that, Sierra. I had something personal come up. I do so many classes, it's inevitable that I miss one occasionally, so please forgive me. We will have our first partner class this week, but I got hit with something personal that has to be handled quickly. So, but I will let everybody know, and we will promise you, assuming everybody's healthy and the internet's working, we will do our first partner advanced class this week. I'm sorry I have to delay today's. I was super excited about it, if you couldn't tell, but I had something personal come up, and there's nobody to handle it for me but me, so I got to go handle it. I'm about to have to close this session so I can get on the road, so thank you for understanding if I have to abruptly leave. What are your favorite AdvoCare products? I'm searching online right now. Order Spark. What else to help with weight loss energy? I wish everybody would just take my T-scription to their doctor, and if the doctor says go for it, trust me, it works. Number one, metabolic nutrition system. I prefer that you do the Delta, metabolic nutrition system Delta. You will not need to take any other vitamins if you're taking metabolic nutrition system. Okay? Metabolic nutrition system Delta. Energy, appetite control, weight management. Next, AdvoCare Spark. AdvoCare Spark. Third, Catalyst. Butt be gone, gut be gone. Catalyst is branched chain amino acids, and while you're in a calorie deficit controlling insulin, you'll preserve more muscle. And if you're working out, you'll see a better tone to your muscles. Those three are my top three. Take them every single day. What did I miss last night? We started our first 4-week beginner class. A group started together and will end together. It's we keep the group size very intimate so that everybody can get to know each other. It's a meeting style instead of a webinar style. I don't know if everybody enjoyed it. I hope that they did. It's how I used to teach these classes in brick and mortar centers. Now we're trying to do that online. So it's the 4-week class, beginner class. We start together and end together, only 40 of us. And we're starting our second group next week. And then we'll be looking for a third group. If you're interested and you want on the waiting list, we go through a workbook together for 4 weeks. If you're interested, get in. There's a waiting list right now. So send in to group at myshibboleth.com. Maybe Joni can spell that out for us, but group at myshibboleth.com. Will the new vitamin have enough probiotic to cover us that take probiotics? Now, I don't know. That's going to be a matter of your personal opinion. What I tried to do, because I went into this with looking for, Sasha and I looking for some sort of stock vitamin that we could find out there that had everything that we wanted in it and then our ability to add to it. But it's going to come out with minimal, because here's what happens. People take stuff on top of stuff, and then you have a diminishing return. What I'm looking for is something that's budget friendly, easy to take, a one a day, and a supply that will last more than a month. So that's my goal here. Now, is it going to have enough? Like I am vitamin B deficient. So is it going to be enough without me having to take my B complex? No. I'll take extra vitamin B complex. But what I'm looking for is let's get the minimum requirements in for those people who aren't taking their vitamins. You'll have to take it to your doctor to see if the doctor wants you to take more probiotics. And that's another thing that gets overlooked. If you're taking your apple cider vinegar, you're taking Probiotic Restore from Advocare, you're getting plenty of probiotics. Apple cider vinegar, if you eat anything fermented, you're getting, like I ate sauerkraut and kimchi, I'm messing the words up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like the fermented cabbage, kimchi. So, yeah, I'm always eating something with probiotics in it. You should too, I think. Kimchi, there it is. I forgot. I buy it all the time, but I don't ever pay attention to the words. It's fermented cabbage, basically. All right, I've got a lot of questions, and I'm out of time. I'm going to go through these rapid fire. I don't know, and then I'm going to end abruptly. I don't know these private questions. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do them justice. I wake up at 3 a.m. and in bed by 7:30. What's the best way to get in meal snacks when I only have 2 20-minute breaks and a half-hour lunch at work? All breaks are 2 hours apart. These are one of these things that, one of these questions that usually get me in trouble because I come across as like I'm picking on somebody, and I'm not. You're overthinking it. You're just simply overthinking it respectfully. I think we've all been there. You just eat when you have time to eat. Up to 3 eating episodes a day. Does that make sense, everybody? To all of you, like this person's got a limited window. You listen, whether you've got 20, we can eat, if you got a 20-minute break, you're just replacing things you used to eat with Shibboleth approved foods. We don't want to overthink this, because what happens is we can throw the baby out with the bathwater. We can blame our inability to do the program on I'm working third shift and I get, like I know, this is why I can be tough with people. I know I worked at Shaw Industries third shift. I got 1 20-minute break, 2 10-minute breaks. So yeah, the only difference is instead of Doritos, I switched from Doritos to something like Quest chips. That's all that we're doing here. So whatever time you have to eat, we're just making better eating decisions, and up to 3 episodes a day for optimization. And we can add an additional approved snack if we're having momentary mental weakness. Private, I'm new. I can't figure out how to take fast track test. Also, I travel a lot, have a small camper van with a small fridge. I love Whole Foods, and I prefer to eat there. All that's fine. Let's don't overthink it. So we've got to get you the fast track test. Gotcha. Let me write your name down and try to get that to Joni so she can reach out to you since this was private. Sounds like you just need some guidance to me. And that's what Joni's able to help you with. Are probiotic pills recommended daily? Did I say recommended? Yes. Yes, if your husband's okay with that. I got to go. So I can't read my own writing here. Got it. So I'll send this to Joni. And Joni, if you're listening, she can't figure out how to take the fast track test. and she's in a camper, small fridge, and only wants to go to Whole Foods. I think we can handle all that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. Hope you have a perfect day. Look forward to connecting with you. Don't forget Top Gun, I believe Thursday evening's orientation for Top Gun 2. Top Gun 2. I'll be sending that out. And John, if you're hey, that saves us time. Let me make sure she's still here. Yeah, she's still here. You that asked that private question about, you mentioned Whole Foods, and you can't find the test, Joni just posted it. Hopefully you can see that and go ahead and click that before I end this broadcast. That'll save me an email. All right, everybody good? We'll give it just a moment. Hopefully she sees that, Joni. She can click that anonymously. Thank you, Mary. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I hope that person got that link. God bless. We'll see you next time.